Okay, pause, because I feel like I kind of need to clarify what's going on here. So most likely, every film that you have ever seen has gone through a coloring process. Now, a long time ago, that used to be on the actual film stock. So they would buy different rolls of film that had a color that was already attributed to it. Nowadays, we do everything digitally. So after we edit, box everything up, and then we bring it to the colorist, who is, in this case, Strawberry. Yes, that is his name. We sit down, and for every single scene, we decide a look that is similar to the feel of the entire movie, and then we take shot by shot and we match everything together. So a lot of times, the footage that comes straight from the camera is kind of a raw format in that it looks almost without color. Like it's kind of gray. Here's an example of one. And so you can see that it almost looks like there's no color, but there actually is. The color data is there. And so what we do is afterwards, after we edited, we take it and we kind of pull those colors back out, which looks a little bit more like this. So basically what Strawberry and I are doing is that, but for every single shot, frame, scene of the movie. And this is something that every single movie in Hollywood does. Whether you realize it or not, every single movie that you have ever seen has gone through a coloring process. Okay, we're gonna jump back in and see what Strawberry's up to.
We've got the warm from her, we've got the blue from the background, so we've got a contrast there. We know it's night. We have matching color contrasts in the other shots to go along with this, the wide-ish. We just gotta make her kind of come out of this thing, you know? So let's do some contrast. Pop up the highs a little bit. We don't want to lose her eyes too much. There we go. So we've got the color that we're applying, and then the contrasts that we're applying. So, let's see. Select some skin. Right now we're trying to separate the skin from the background so we can color correct her independently of her surroundings, right? So we're going to do that by selecting the color, the luminance, and the saturation of her skin. Now that we got those in place, that's where we can do contrast, and it's fine if that affects the background a little bit.
So Strawberry insists that he is not here to work magic. However, on this shot, he has changed the color of the stone and given Emily a manicure. So
what we did to start this shot out, we've taken the look that exists in this shot, and in the scene, they're handed a piece of jewelry. The jewelry was a little flat to begin with, so it was basically like this, which is really not ready for prime time. We realized the bride's finger was not done. It's her wedding day. So we missed that. So we sort of took this and softened her hand up. And we do that by tracking these items in. Is track a fingernail into place, and then the whole hand, right? And then we just juice in the color. We put a little focusing vignette around the whole thing, and then the last thing that we had to deal with was that the jewelry piece wasn't quite doing it for us. So we popped that on there, and then that jewelry piece looked like that. Now we give it a little bit of life, and it tracks through the scene. So as they open it, that little correction stays right on there. The softened hand stays softened, you know. That's without any correction of any sort. And the after, for a grand total of 54 and 22 to 52 and 16, so that's just shy. That's about 3 seconds. 3 seconds of screen time. That's worth it.
Magic. Okay, believe it or not, it's taken 6 or 7 full days, and by full days I mean like 8 a.m. to midnight of coloring this thing for us to get to this point. But we think we're done, so we're gonna watch the whole thing one more time. And unless we catch anything, this might be it for color. So, here we go.